17.
Designing a top-selling car is a major challenge. You have to deliver performance and style that will please a wide range of buyers, satisfy strict government regulations, and still build it at a profit. Now that takes talent, dedication, and major automotive expertise. And this week, Anquinette Crosby introduces us to one designer with all that and more.
He's being called the hottest designer in the industry. This young hotshot not only made family cars popular, but he also made them desirable by going back to the future, the 50s, and taking that essence into the 21st century.
All right, Anquinette, let's go for a ride in the Dodge Viper. I love this car. I did the interior of the current Viper that's on the road today. And then I stayed in that studio because that studio ended up doing the 300 cars.
That next project, the 300C sedan, which we sat in for our interview, skyrocketed this young automotive stylist to celebrity status, both inside and outside the industry.
This way, an opportunity to meet Jay Leno. We hung out with him because he's a great car collector, so went over to see his collection. Was quite inspired by that.
Gilles is humble about his sudden success. It was only a few years ago that this Canadian-born gearhead was a college dropout, living in his parents' basement.
We call that the dark ages.
Okay.
I started working at a hardware store, and my brother on his spring break said, no, you got to do something with your life, so he forced me to apply to CCS in Detroit.
His lifelong love of sketching cars, combined with his youthful rebellion, have inspired a new-age car craze.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chrysler 300C concept car.
My heart was beating. I was never getting out of the car. And the coolest part, though, was afterwards, because we called it a concept at the time, not production, was hearing all the competitor guys walking around and goes, that's a concept car. There's no way that's a production car.
And behind the wheel is design director Ralph Shield.
The instant buzz the car created meant that it was definitely headed for production.
You know, Tom Gale at the time was trying to move the Chrysler brand to a new place. So that's where the idea of the 300 came from. It's a grand American V8-powered, unbashful car.
Not only are baby boomers embracing this edgy, in-your-face driving machine, hip-hop artists are also singing the car's praises.
And Dodge trucks last as long as the Deagle Double Chisel.
They love the car, nothing but props. A lot of encouragement. A lot of them are surprised that a young black man has something to do with it. They're just figuring that out. Like, wow, that's even cooler yet. But they liked the car before that. So
Snoop Dogg, I guess, wanted one.
Oh yeah. And it's about the proportion. You know, it's no good putting wheels and all that on a car that isn't already just basically good looking. And really, it's all about the front end on this car. It has a furrowed brow. It has that Dodge attitude. But it really leans forward. If you look at the car in the side view, it's one of the few cars on the road today that actually leans into the wind. So it really looks aggressive, but it's very simple. I think this car is a canvas for people that are going to have a lot of fun in the aftermarket industry and in the urban setting with it.
But do you think about that when you go into designing, that maybe this is a little bit too masculine and I'm cutting off some of my demographics?
Not really. It's not a fear for us. Matter of fact, we look for that. And when we're looking at sketches, we talk about that a lot. That's a girl, that's a boy, you know. We talk about the attitude of the car.
Gilles and his young designers have gone full throttle, pumping out aggressive designs of the Charger, Dodge Magnum, and 2007 Caliber, which seems to best describe this new automotive design trend, angry with attitude.
I love the new Caliber. Small cars can be a little bit, shy sometimes. It's very butch, very athletic.
Gilles' achievements as an African-American in a field dominated by white designers are winning him awards and admiration. But this amateur racer prefers to let his track record speak for itself. And he'll apply that same creed in his new position as Vice President of Jeep Truck Design, where he hopes to again hit pay dirt. The success of his prized vehicles signaled a much-needed turnaround for the former Chrysler Corporation, which had been struggling since its 1998 merger with Daimler-Benz AG. Everyone who loves great cars will be waiting to see where his vision takes us.